It's a near post podcast, man. Let's get this shit popping. I ain't got time for this dude today. I ain't got time for him today. Listen, you are
tuned in to the Near Post podcast.
So listen. No long thing. We've been here for a minute, just chopping it up, talking mad shit. You know how it be. You know how it be when the brothers come together. But listen, I'm gonna jump straight into it. Courtney wasn't here last week, so I'm gonna let him go first.
Right, on the spot.
Yeah, we're gonna put you on the spot.
Introducing.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm putting him on the spot. So this is Courtney, another part of the Near Post podcast. Real quick, we're gonna talk about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Resident hater.
y'all gonna like him. We're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. The question is, did he really help United this year? Was it just a move from the Glazers to bring in more finance? Was it really was it a footballing decision? Go.
Do you know? I'm not even gonna come on an aggressive thing because I feel like with the Ronaldo thing, it's a difficult one because I think this was all Pep. Pep did the thing where he said, City's gonna go and sign him, blah 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 blah. Naturally, you're talking about one of the greatest players to ever grace the footballing world.
Right.
He bags 50 goals a season for like the past 10 years.
Perennial.
We know the steal in it. Because of that, it messed up the whole of Project Ole. What Ole was building the back end of last season.
If you guys didn't hear that was a quick suck of the teeth from Sims.
It's true.
That's what he's on today.
What he was building the last back end of this season, Project Social. He mash up everyone simultaneously.
FC.
Mash up Cavani's thing, mash up Bruno's thing, mash up Rashford's thing. Everyone was.
But let me ask you though, because I don't think he messed up anything in that sense. I think Slims would agree with me. Ollie wasn't good enough anyway, and this just showed how bad he truly was.
You say that, absolutely. But Ole got parts that shouldn't have been really working as well as they did working.
But then doesn't it show his inept nature by the fact that he accepted it? Because he could have just
I
said,
don't think he had a choice.
Okay, fair enough. I'll accept that.
From like all the rumblings about Alex Ferguson phoning man and said,
no, but he could have just, but like that's what I'm saying. Like he could have just been like, nah, I don't want him.
Solskjaer's gonna tell his dad no. I'm not hearing that. Solskjaer's not telling Ferguson nothing.
I don't believe he had a choice in the signing.
Yeah.
However, I also don't believe he had a plan before the signing.
I agree.
It didn't change the course of the season.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think he was going into that season thinking, Cavani's gonna be my main man here. He's made the team click in a certain way. You was a better outfit with Cavani on the pitch.
100%.
Yes, Cavani was the plan, but what was the plan for Cavani to do?
Press.
It wasn't
by himself.
No, I don't even agree.
It was working for him though.
No, but
you were a better outfit with Cavani. You can't deny you weren't.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm talking about the bigger picture.
But I was going to say to you,
the plan was to do what?
This is before Greenwood did whatever he did, didn't it? Remember, Greenwood was still in the picture. So I think the plan initially was for Cavani. Bro, we're doing that. I think the plan was initially for Cavani to kind of grind Greenwood.
We're not going. We are not going to speak on that boy. We're not going to speak on that boy. Listen.
I'm just saying.
No. I respect your opinion. I'm attacking him. We're not going to speak on that boy right now.
Mason, I got tech wood.
Nah, move from me. Why you leaning on me? Lean on Slim so he can punch you. What you saying, Courtney? Go ahead.
That's what I said. What?
I think Greenwood was the plan, innit? But obviously Greenwood did what he did, and like I said, I was saying before the pod, that session plan's gone out the window now because I think before Ronaldo, Cavani was going to be there to shadow him or whatever.
Right.
Maybe Rashford or Marshall would swap in and out whenever the time was needed. And I think we saw that towards the start of the season where we had Greenwood playing this kind of simultaneous right wing.
Almost like a false nine winger or something like that, yeah.
Nine role.
He done it against Leeds and Wolves. He bagged in both games.
Yeah.
But evidently
he was a gunman. Let's be fair. He's a gunman.
But he weren't clicking though. You can see Greenwood couldn't stand him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where Greenwood had the ball. He'd see Ronaldo. He's like, bun this old dude, man. I don't want to. Do you get it?
I respect that though.
In those cases, I made Ronaldo right. Mason was continuously passing up the right
opportunities.
I think baffling.
I think what the problem is I think in two ways we could kind of say that Ronaldo's homecoming was a good and bad thing. I'll say good on one end of the fact that it exposed a lot of things. I think when you bring a player of that sort of perennial winning mentality back to a club that is not doing so well. Because here's where I'm kind of upset with Ronaldo, but I won't go into that just yet. You come to the club and you want to win. He spoke about winning the Premier League. I didn't come here to have a vacation. I came to win trophies. When the man speaks like that, you're thinking, all right, cool. And then, as we said last week, you're bringing in Varane and Sancho on top of that. And again, I will speak about the fact that didn't work out. But then, even though it's a false kind of thing, because it kind of puts a blanket over it, United finished second. So I'm not saying that's a big thing. I'm not bigging them up for that. It's 20 points was the gap. And other teams didn't play well. Liverpool had loads of injuries, so on and so forth. Chelsea were bad. The truth of the matter is, Ronaldo's probably looked at it and said, all right, cool, yeah, that's bad, but I can make a difference. He's going to believe in himself. No one can argue that. He's going to say, listen, if I get the service, I could be the reason. I'm sure he went in there saying that. Mm-hmm. He's not stupid, so I'm sure he watches the Premier League and knows that United are not there. Mm-hmm. But he's probably thinking, I'm Ronaldo. And you wouldn't blame him for thinking that. However, the bad side of this is although he exposed a lot of the frailties of the club as a whole, I think he's also hurt the club in a way where the club can't move forward with him. And I think, and don't get me wrong, listen, I'll go into this season coming with Ronaldo as the striker. I wouldn't argue the point.
Your funeral.
Say again? What you say?
Your funeral.
No. It'd be my funeral, but at the same time, I mean, what are we left with? We just talked about Mason. Truth of the matter is, you said succession plan. There is no succession plan now. United are going to have to go and spend money. Ronaldo leaves, United have to spend money. That's just the way. And if they don't, they're dooming Ten Hag to a season of failure. United need to finish in Champions League spaces this year. It's just that simple. They need to. No, they do. If you got a chance to watch Richard Arnold's thing at the pub, even though I feel like it was a little staged, he did say something that was very true. What? We've blown through £1 billion worth of cash. Mm-hmm. We don't have the budget just to be like boom, 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 like we did before. Mm-hmm. I have to go find sponsorship deals to make some of these things work. Mm-hmm. United can't go spend 60, 70 million on a top class striker. It's just not going to happen now. So if Ronaldo does go, you leave Ten Hag very short.
I think the problem you lot have though is that you lot want to still keep up that perception that you can. I feel like United is in a position where they know what United used to represent and what the juice United used to have, but they don't want to accept the reality of the fact that, hold on a minute, maybe we're not quite there at this moment in time, which is why if they had any noose upstairs, they would have touched Ronaldo with a barge pole.
But then remember, that's also Ed Woodward's last kind of act.
No, of course, but like you've just seen him come out of Juventus.
Yeah.
And Juventus, that was a team that was winning Serie A on the trot for
perennially. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
He went there for one season, and everything's in the toilet.
It's true, and it looks like he's got a track record of that because even from Madrid, it took them about 2 seasons to recover it anyway from when Ronaldo left. But you're not gonna see like one of your legends go and play for the noisy neighbours, as they say, and then bag 30 goals and they win the Prem. Do you know every United fan would have been raging? The whole of Manchester would have went up in flames.
That's unfair because what did Carlos go and do?
Sorry.
Welcome to Manchester. Carlos did it. He's done. It's been done already. This is 37-year-old Ronaldo, not 24-year-old Ronaldo that's gone to Madrid. Not 30-year-old. 34 he was when he went to Juventus. He's at the back end of his career now. City are already matched up the league. They've been matched up the league. You're not gonna lose any more than you're losing already.
I think ultimately that move, it just went to show, or goes to show what we was dealing with upstairs. To be honest with you, like, and it goes back to what I was saying with the Cavani thing. There was no plan. There was no, we're gonna get this X, Y, and Z.
I think Cavani was just a shoe-in that came after Igalo. It was just like, oh, we don't know what to do. We know what to do. Oh, he's free. Let's get him.
Just glamour side.
Yeah.
That Cavani, if I'm correct me if I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
That was Cavani's second season, isn't it?
Yes.
Ronaldo came in.
Yeah, this is Cavani's second season. Yeah.
It's all about convenience.
Yeah, what the convenient thing was. Yeah, it's almost like as soon as Ronaldo said he wanted to leave Juventus,
beg him
to stay one more season. Yeah.
But so get another striker, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
We had to beg Cavani to stay. So there was no plan. So as we can debate whether Ronaldo was a good idea or a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I don't think it changed the course of anything.
Let's talk about numbers though. 18 goals, 24 in all competitions. If United, hold on, hear me out though. If United were having a really good season, no one would argue those numbers were a problem.
I would.
Okay, go on.
Not the numbers being a problem, the performance that came.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If United were having a really good year, and let's say we were third, Because that would be a really good year under the people that we're chasing.
Under the circumstances.
In the circumstances, yeah.
I agree with Slims.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if he's because I think he rescued us in most cases. If you look at the analytics of it, no, seriously, I'm being serious. Look at the analytics. Without his goals, we're in a relegation battle. That's a fact. That's not me making that up. That's a fact.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny, bro. If I put you at Old Trafford, yeah, and say,
I'd stink the place up.
wait, hear me out.
Yeah.
If I put you at Old Trafford,
Yeah.
and I say 18-yard box,
Just stay in
if
there.
we're in and around here, and the ball comes in your vicinity, hit it.
I'd probably miss. Nowadays, I would.
I hear it though.
10 years ago.
No,
But,
what's
but,
funny?
but do you get what I'm saying? But do you get
Yeah,
what
no, I
I'm
understand what you're
saying?
saying, yeah,
It's like, as much as we're saying he saved our season, Ronaldo's got a very good shot. If he chills in the box
It's going in.
and he hits it, he scores.
Yeah.
But let's talk about what happened. That's not what he did. Ronaldo was drifting out wide, getting on the left wing, trying to take on fullbacks and cross the ball to who? You're meant to be in there. Who you crossing to, my brother?
So
Not true.
he was thinking out the place, dropping 4 out of 10s and then saving us.
I agree with
For
Slims.
some people,
But we still have to talk about goals win games.
But they don't though.
I don't.
Numbers. So the reason I'm gonna say is the numbers are skewing the performances with what Stoop Sims is saying. So we
Goals don't
agreed-
win games.
No. So yes, of course, in black and white goals. Of course,
Yeah.
don't win games.
He's
I'm
talking
I'm getting there. No,
he's
I'm getting
talking
there.
all around. He's talking all around. He's talking about
Ronaldo.
performances.
Now it's all good, but we agreed that he's a streaky striker. He was streaky last season. Didn't he go for his longest period without scoring? Was it like 10 games, something like that? So it's all
Yeah,
good
probably.
and well when the performances are correlating and corroborating the goals.
Yeah.
But there's no point in you scoring 4 goals against Norwich, but the last 6 games that mean something. We're playing stinky because we're trying to give you the ball, and you're doing this thing where you think you're 27 again, and you can go out there and drive it at Max Aaron's, drive it. All of these, like I'm seeing fullbacks that realistically speaking aren't even Europa League level padlock Ronaldo, and I'm saying, like this is Cristiano.
But again, we know.
Also 37.
Yeah, the
so why are you doing it?
Because no one else is.
That's the thing. You see, when you know your source and you're looking out there on the right, you're seeing Rashford stinking up the joint, which he has
Sancho
been.
struggling.
You see Wan-Bissaka underlapping, overlapping, lapping, lapping.
He's just swimming.
Man, you're gonna look over there. You're gonna be yo, the bum.
Because you know what I was
what's
saying.
going on?
Because you know what I
Get
was
me?
saying to what Kels is saying is so true. Is
That's
if I'm Ronaldo, no, real talk, if I'm Ronaldo and I'm who I am at the end of the day, I'm one of the best players to ever do it, if not the best player to ever do it. I'm looking, Sancho started to find his feet.
Towards the end.
Some of it was nice, and Ronaldo could probably appreciate that and say, yeah, that guy, Sancho. As Sancho started to find his feet, Ronaldo probably looked over and said, all right, cool, that's one. Because Bruno stunk the fucking house up. Let's be honest.
But why
Bruno
was
was missing. No. Wait, hold on. Let's be factual here.
Enter Courtney.
No, let's be factual here because I'm not gonna spend time on Bruno because everything Courtney's gonna say, I'm gonna agree.
Not
He
even
plays
that.
hero ball. He does things he doesn't need to do. Yes, a creative player does lose the ball quite a lot. That happens. But the truth of the matter is that this season, he could have squared the ball to Ronaldo a total 8 times. Ronaldo had an extra 8 goals in the Premier League, and instead, he took it and missed. I don't care if you score, where's my argument? But if you're missing, I have a problem.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
No, hold on. So my issue is this. When we talk about whether or not Ronaldo had a good season or not, we also have to talk about what's around him and how bad what around him made him have to do things he probably wouldn't have done had he went City. Because if he went City, we wouldn't see Ronaldo running wide and trying to take on guys who are 22 years old. We wouldn't have seen it. Nah, we won't. You want to know why? Because then he knows. You know why I say this? Because he knows where his bread is buttered. At that point, in a City side, the only thing he wouldn't do that Pep would probably ask him to do is press the fullbacks or press the center backs. Truth of the matter is, Kevin De Bruyne picks up the ball. Ronaldo doesn't want to be anywhere else but in the box. That's a fact. He's not going out where Sterling is or Foden is or Grealish because they know what they're doing. Rashford, Sancho didn't pick up until 6 months towards the last 2 to 3 months of the season. Rashford was fucking pants. Alenga, I'm not even going to have that conversation.
He's fast though.
Listen. I've never talked. I don't often tell men this. I don't often tell this, but you can suck my left nut. The point of the matter is, is that I don't blame Ronaldo for showing up on the left hand side. I don't blame him showing up on the right hand side because who else is doing it? And I know he needs to be in the box, but
I was gonna say this, yeah.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
can't believe I'm about to say this myself.
Yeah, go ahead,
but we're talking about a lot of things happening that were happening directly because Ronaldo was present, not because they weren't doing their jobs. Because if we look at Bruno's, and I'm an avid Bruno hater, but Bruno effectively operates in all the spaces that Ronaldo decided to find himself in.
That's because Bruno wasn't doing his job though.
But what is Bruno? And
I
I
don't
agree
think
that
we
maybe
should
there's
talk
no
about
plan.
Bruno because he's
Maybe
at
there's no
home.
plan.
He's a whole episode.
No, but maybe that's we know he's a stinky footballer. But then you look at players like the Rashford, you look at Sancho. Sancho, I feel like, was intimidated by Ronaldo's presence to the point where I would watch Sancho do certain things and he would be straining his ass to give Ronaldo the ball. Okay, yes, there's other situations where, for example, he needs an overlapping fullback. We can talk about Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, I'll take the L. we can talk about Wan-Bissaka all day.
I was looking into man's soul.
We'll get there, man.
I just want to say, I'm not gonna lie. When he says he's gonna take the L, we were waiting for that because this has been at least a year and a half without him taking this L.
But even so, man,
Where's your Benteke stats now, bro?
You look at a man like Luke Shaw.
Where's
Luke Shaw
Imran now, bro?
No, listen, Connie, I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying that I think that at the end of the day, for somebody
Where's
like
your Trent comparisons now,
Listen, in my defense, at the time the numbers were making sense. But what I will say, this is United's fault because what player has gone to United and gotten better? No one, and that's been the case for the last.
But that's the whole. But that's.
Nah,
But you know what the problem is.
I saw Wan-Bissaka do a step.
You know what the problem is. Honestly, it's signing
nuts.
players, and no, Courtney's right. Courtney's right. It's signing players that aren't gonna get any better.
You're not gonna leave Wan-Bissaka alone, okay? He's been doing his training.
No,
Yeah?
those videos were shocking. Those videos were shocking. Listen, if anybody has watched those videos, I swear to God, he was doing the basics.
I've seen it.
And when I saw what he was doing, I said to myself, my nigga, really?
As long as you don't slander him during Black History Month.
When's that in this country? Because I know it's February in America.
Don't worry,
That's
bro.
October. I'm going to talk about his ass until October.
Just before World Cup. You get me?
I don't want to see them videos ever again.
But this is why
that was
Ronaldo
worse than
wants to leave,
Hargreaves.
though. This is why Ronaldo wants to leave, though. This is why Ronaldo wants to leave, though, because I feel like he's doing the cop-out thing.
Nah. He's not doing the cop-out thing. I think he realized, because here's the thing. On the other side of that coin, you got to deep the fact that the club is moving slow with signing players too. So he knew what the problems were.
You man ain't attractive.
No. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about the fact that, look, I scored 24 goals in all competitions last season. Yeah, okay, we're not in the Champions League, and I think he was willing to accept that. I think now the problem is, why is it taking so long to improve this team?
You're trying to kidnap Frankie de Jong,
also, it came
Against his
it's
will.
come out that, remember when he made that interview about like young players they don't like?
Yeah.
Indirect and Mason.
He's indirecting all of them.
But apparently, it was around them times where he realized basically what a shambles United was like. The hierarchy and that. Like, how different it was before.
Yeah.
So he's been seeing alarm bells, innit? So he's kind of been wanting to cut, and then it's like, all right, boom, new manager, let's see what happens. Then Arsenal, boom, boom, boom. Spurs, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
City, so
It's probably happened at the worst time, to be honest with you. Because he's probably sitting there thinking, we'll be past Spurs and Arsenal. That's not a problem.
So hold on, is it worth us saying that Ronaldo was poorly advised? Because what he's seeing now is no different to what happened before he got there.
I think you can't call a man. You can't call a man that's that successful poorly advised because he should have known.
So then what was he doing?
But United had a stellar transfer.
I say
If
something?
they had a stellar transfer when they
No,
lost.
we did.
What, Champions League Varane, yeah?
No, but whether or not they perform or not, we still have to realize that if Arsenal would have signed Varane, Ronaldo, and Sancho, you're expecting something.
It's a stellar window.
It's a stellar window. The performances did not go to plan, agreed. But the truth of the matter is, names on the paper, people were trying to tell me. I had a Liverpool fan tell me, finally, welcome to the table. Yeah. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm not. I don't believe it. But go ahead.
I ain't trying to sit here.
You said what?
No, I said I had a Liverpool fan tell me.
Don't let
welcome to
me
the
put
table.
the WhatsApp chats in the edits of this video.
Listen, if you put
The
them in
man
there,
them
if you
were
put
out
them-
here.
hold on.
United fans were like, we're winning the league. We're winning the league.
If you put them up there, there's only be one man in there, and he owes them money. So then, yo man's, 100 pounds, yo man's. But nah, real talk. I think at the end of the day, let's just go around in the circle. I personally think that I can't blame Ronaldo for what happened 100%.
No, 100%.
And I think that signing him, did he help United? Yes, but he helped him in ways that weren't on the pitch. That's what I believe. How do you feel?
Yeah, I agree. I think the blame is shared across all parties. I think the transfer, as much as it's a stellar window, in hindsight, we can't say that it was because not one of those signings performed to an expected standard.
100%.
You lot signed Rafa Varane from Rish. Like that weren't Champions League. That's not even Europa League Varane. That's RC Lens Varane. That was 18 years old. Like,
No, I hear it.
Like, I don't think we can now call it because that's a lot of, that's what, 100 million of money.
I think,
That's about
just under.
That's so you're telling me that you spent 100 million going down the pan. Sorry,
But remember what I said about Arnold. He said United have blown through billions of pounds worth of cash on bad decisions.
But ultimately, again, we go back to Oli and not having a plan.
Yeah. And not having any balls to say I don't want or I want this instead.
So it's no for you as well then? You think, you think it's blame across all boards?
Yeah, ultimately it is. Like, obviously, you don't know I'm not Ronaldo's biggest fan based upon his performances.
Right.
Obviously, 18 goals, 24 goals. It's 18 goals and 24 goals.
Yeah.
So we can't take that away from him. But ultimately, it's not all.
I would say like a little bit of it is unfair, you know, because he was the direct reason why there's times that you won games. Like
I don't want to.
No.
I mean, you don't get out the Champions League group stage without him. That's
you don't get out the Champions League group stage.
That's a damn sure. I'm not saying it helped United, but it's true.
He scored a brace against Arsenal to beat United, to beat them 3-2. He bagged a hat trick against Tottenham. Like I
think he did everything he could do.
He did stuff in games that we can't say he didn't do stuff where he actually won you games. He did.
All right, but then what I would say is for a few of those games you're talking about, I watched the games and he's dropped to 4 out of 10 in the game. So it
doesn't matter if you bag.
Let me learn. People keep saying like, oh, if he played for Pep, if he played for Klopp, etc. Yeah. My thing is, if he played for Pep and he played for Klopp, a lot of those games he wouldn't have seen 90 minutes. 100%. So all of those last minute goals you lot are talking about, the performance he put in game, he wouldn't have been in the pitch to score them.
But we can also argue some that even in that he'd probably scored in those games anyway, just based on the strength of the teams.
But
Trent Alexander pinging balls.
But bearing in mind, I'm talking about the performance.
You just we're talking about the facts.
I'm not talking about the team and how the performance of the man. So. The goals. Yeah, I'm trying to say
the goals count, but it don't count the performance.
Isn't a striker's performance based on the service? Not all of it, but a lot of it based on the service.
Not
that
in
he
the
receives.
modern game. What? Not in the modern game.
A striker's performance.
Look at his face.
Isn't a striker's performance based a lot of it based on around the service he receives?
In the modern game.
In the modern game.
Nah.
Say the sentence again and you answer your question. In the modern game.
I said not all, but a lot of it.
All right, let me ask you a question. How many strikers don't participate in the game and just score goals? Name me a couple.
5. You can't name 5.
No, that is true. 100%.
Yeah, so that's where we're in the modern
game. There are guys that will accept you doing a 4 out of 10 performance for 90 minutes as long as you bag 2 goals because there's moments of magic.
Name
football
5.
is in moments.
No, you don't talk about players.
You can't say
not talking about players, but you
can't say football's not in moments.
He's saying that I think we do diminish Ronaldo's effectiveness.
You can't say that
because at the end of the day, we know that maybe he's not putting in a 10 out of 10 performance or 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
But on a moment,
not acceptable. But remember who we're talking about. We're not talking about just today's modern day strikers. We're talking about somebody who can put in a stinker and then affect the game in the biggest way possible.
In the blink of an eye.
All right,
and that's a goal.
You're talking about Bruno.
All right.
No, I'm talking about Ronaldo.
No, because
that description is Bruno.
I hear what you're saying, but we're talking. But Bruno's never been on Ronaldo's level or Messi's level on that level. That's what I'm saying.
I'll finish by saying, you'll never win a league in this modern day with a striker that does that. 4 out of 10 and maybe scores a couple goals at the end of the game.
Which I'll agree. I'll agree on that. I'm just saying that for what United was supposed to do and what they ended up doing, a lot of it was on his back.
Do you know what? It's hard. Do you know what? It's hard for me to say what I'm saying against Ronaldo, knowing that
breaking his heart.
Knowing that. No, I'm not even over with the sentiment shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm past all of that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of talking about United, to be honest. But it's hard for me to say what I'm saying about Ronaldo. Yeah, knowing how bad Oli. And
as a manager was.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I have to.
There was no plan.
There was nothing.
I'll actually go as far as saying, like, I remember one time I was having a debate with Courtney on PlayStation, and Courtney was like, "What's your plan? What's your plan? No. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. What's your plan?" And I'm sitting there thinking to myself,
"You ain't got none.
We ain't got one." Like, I couldn't defend it. Like, I genuinely was like, "We don't even play counterattack football."
Oh, it was on the counter.
No, but
it wasn't a plan.
It wasn't a plan. That's not a plan, bro. That just happened. Listen, let's be deep. Rashford's quick. Martial's quick. And then you added Bruno who can throw that pass here and there, right? That's always gonna work.
We're not gonna use the word thread. We're not gonna use.
No, I'm gonna
hit. We're not gonna use the word thread.
That's
for artists only.
Okay. I'm not gonna take too much more Bruno slander, but what I will say is hit a pass, fine, whatever, just for the argument of this particular conversation. The point of the matter is that what I'm saying is that's not a plan. When you're coming up against managers like Pep and Klopp and Tuchel and Arteta and Tony Pulis.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter though. We got dicked by everyone.
Yeah. And the ball. You can't just all of a sudden say to Rashford every single time we're playing against Brighton, run down the wing, turn, hit the top bins. How? Yeah. Woo!
Rashford was even doing that with half a back as well.
Exactly. His back was fucked. His shoulder was fucked. Ankle was fucked. Like, what are we doing? So when we really talk about these things, we have to kind of allude to the fact that even though Ronaldo probably did half a season with Oli, I think up to November, United's nail was already in the coffin.
Yeah, true.
All right, so now he wants to leave. What are we saying now? Is that good for the club?
Yes. It's time for him to go.
It's
the best thing that could happen for Ten Hag.
Ten Hag sitting there going, bust up the champers in what?
Yeah. What? Listen, you know why I think United are just talking the way they're talking right now is because they don't want to seem like pussios. Let's be honest. I think the truth of the matter is the fact that he said I have a family emergency and I can't come in. They're like, we don't care what it is. Keep doing what you're doing. The fact that today I read that his assistant was driving his car at the Lisbon, Portugal training ground. Yeah. I was like, that's bullshit. That's him in the car. Don't. This is what he did at Juve. He just didn't leave Portugal. And then they just said, listen, we have no choice. He doesn't have to play hardball with us. I think truly United are just talking the talk so they can get that 20 million back. That's all they're trying to do right now. Let's be honest. Huh?
Where are you going to go?
Bayern Munich. I think that's the only place.
Bayern Munich, they're not playing him.
Listen, I think that
Chelsea want him?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
But what if
United can't afford to do that.
What if that's your only option?
Then United have to hold him.
I think that's where he's going.
I think
if he go, I don't think he's gonna go personally.
No, I don't. I think once Frankie comes in, if it happens,
I don't think that's.
I don't think it's gonna happen either. But if it was to happen, I think once you end up whatever
send that man with a van and a couple of black masks, you might get him.
No, but that's it.
What manager did that? Oh, Moyes, Fabregas.
You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. That and even in that, I hear what you're saying, but that the Frankie situation is a little bit more difficult than that because the truth of the matter is he doesn't want to lessen his wages, and to stay at Barcelona, he needs to do so. That's just the facts. So he's either going to come and get paid at United, reunite with his manager, might not want to be there, but it's a better fit for him just because his career is not going to go anywhere there if he has to lessen his wages, in his eyes. And Barcelona need him to lessen his wages, otherwise FFP is going to come from again, and then it's going to be a problem. So he doesn't really. I know that he's probably sitting and saying, I don't want to. But his choices are limited. Like, unless you actually want to limit your wages.
See, at this point,
yeah,
I don't want Frankie de Jong, bro.
You know what? I think the reason why, and it's not saying that, like, if you said to me, Frankie de Jong's coming and it was another manager, I'd be like, oh, don't do that. I'd straight away be like, please don't do that. But under Ten Hag, I just look at it differently. And the reason why is because, for two reasons. One, he knows the system. He's going to be his marquee signing. He's going to be the guy who's going to probably lead his revolution. Two, more so than anything else, United need Ten Hag to be successful.
Why are you busting up, bro?
Because if you told me that in my lifetime I was going to see United trying to kidnap a youth that is trying his hardest to stay put.
But that's football.
And you lot are talking about he's going to lead. This brother he's
no, but
trying to nail
I'm just explaining the situation. So it's not like as if though United are kidnapping him. It's just a catch-22.
He actively doesn't want to go, bro.
I hear it.
In my lifetime, I've never seen a player publicly 3 times say,
I don't want to leave there.
I'm good.
Best club
I'm good.
ever.
Yeah,
I'm at the world's best.
Barca are going through financial destruction. He said, I'm good.
Leave me. No, it's true. It's true. I'm
good. They're struggling to pay the kit, man. He's saying, I'm good.
And even
but he's not taking a pay cut. So what's the option?
But when you look at the interviews, look in his eyes and he's saying, he's saying, please don't bid.
Slims?
He's saying, please don't bid.
You don't want to do it, bro.
You get me? So at this point, I'm saying, you know what? Can we not bid? Like
I think we're too far down now. I think what the problem is. I'm not gonna lie to you. No. Now you lose out and you look bad.
Do you know what the Frankie situation is?
You can't listen. United cannot back out now.
But you know what the Frankie
he has to be wearing a red shirt by the end of August. Otherwise, it's bad.
It's too late.
It's fucking bad.
The situation is, it's like it's the end of the nightclub now, and everyone's patterned up, and there's the one brethren that's got to take on for the team, and she's looking around like, we can't go home because like. And the brethren, we've all got that one brethren. Hey, come man, get in the car, man. Take you and your friend. And she's looking around like, please. That's the Frank situation. He doesn't.
No, but Frank,
he needs to leave man at home.
And I hear it, but the fact of the matter is it still is what it is. I mean, just pertaining to Ronaldo, that's the type of sign I think Ronaldo will look at and say, all right, one more season.
I don't think he does.
No. The reason being is because United aren't gonna want to sell him to Chelsea.
Don't get me wrong. It moves the needle for you, lot. 100%.
I think we would.
Probably.
You trying to message
Frankie.
Arnold?
Yo, Slims.
You know what?
Slims, we can rush these motherfuckers in here. Slims, we can beat both their asses in here.
You got
Slims.
Frankie's
I'll
number.
take him, you punch him, we get it cracking in this bitch.
Nah, wait, hold on. What,
Royal Rumble.
You get one Brazilian, we get 2 Brazilians, and you want.
Oh, they on smoke now. They on smoke now.
Are you sure?
Like every year. Listen.
GJ9.
Listen. I just think at the end of the day, will we see Ronaldo leave? I'm 50-50 at the moment.
Chelsea are doing you a favor.
They're not.
They're not doing us a
That's
favor.
not an option.
No, it's an option.
It's
but
an option,
I think the
but
owner
United
wants
can't do
him,
it.
Tuchel don't.
Yeah.
They're not going to
Yeah.
get it.
That's another Lukaku situation for
It's
Tuchel.
you can't get rid of Lukaku and get Ronaldo in my eyes.
No. That's such a bad. It's a bad move. It's a bad move. It's a
And
bad
I
move.
think the Todd brother, he's saying I'm all for this.
No, because he's
Tuchel
he's thinking the same way Woodward was thinking. This is gonna sell shirts. I'm gonna make mad money. X, Y, Z, and then boom.
It's baseball. He thinks
Yeah.
we're gonna trade man over. We're gonna get a big name.
Tuchel. Listen, I already think that Chelsea situation is a match made in hell. Outside of the Ronaldo conversation, God's honest truth. The guy's already made himself the director of football and all that type of shit. It's gonna go bad. Tuchel's gonna get sacked soon. Yeah, they're gonna sack him. You know why they're gonna sack him? 5 bad results.
No, but you know why this is problematic? Because Too Short, genuinely, in terms of. I'm sorry.
You're right, bro.
Nah, I'm
He's coughing out that Arsenal dust.
I'm excited about Arsenal and
I can't talk. Brazilians. Listen, Thomas Partey might miss the season.
You lot got too much bass in it.
They don't want to hear that.
You lot got too much bass in it, but you're saying one left back now. You ain't got to see Fat Boy run up and down in here. So let's calm down. Let's be guided.
No party, no party.
You lot actually forgot you signed Sancho, Varane, and Ronaldo, and was beefing on the last day to come out of Europa Conference.
No,
And you've got all that vim in your
right.
chest.
You're 100% right, but guess what?
Wipe your hat.
Courtney's got all that vim.
Exactly.
That's still it.
That's that Europa League phlegm. That's that 7 years without Champions League football phlegm right there. That's what that is right there. So yeah, we did sign those players.
You finished.
And we were in the Champions League.
You finished. I hear it. You got participation medal. Well done.
Hey, it's better than not participating.
As I was saying. True. I think with Chelsea, the problem with Chelsea is that they're in a catch-22 right now where they've got, you would call Tuchel probably one of the top 5, maybe top 10 managers in the world football right now. Everyone else is settled and done. They're not going to get anyone else. So they're going to have to take another step. Maybe take the Lampardish route again and get someone new and guided. They can't afford to do that right now because they can't spend the way that they used to. As much as my man's trying to maybe show that he knows a bit about here and there and there. Right now, they're just dashing 60 mil at everyone that someone else is trying to sign. Oh, what, United want him as well? 60 mil. Yes.
I think that's why it's going to go by for Tuchel in the long run.
Tuchel is also a man that's only ever worked under sporting directors, so he knows how to make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, but doesn't that come at a cost to his beliefs? His system.
Beliefs?
Whatever his systems and beliefs are, I'm saying.
But I'm saying to you,
yeah,
his brief has always been under a director. So whatever his beliefs may be, he's had to work under a director. It was that way at PSG. It was that way at
got
Dortmund.
sacked.
It's that way. Well,
but that's what I'm trying to say though.
He's been sacked everywhere he's been.
No, but that's what I'm trying. That's my argument. I think that after a while, you put yourself in a situation where if you don't speak up for yourself and you don't put your foot down, then.
But what I'm saying is effectively this situation for Tuchel, he's gonna have to make the best of it. Whether he wants Ronaldo or not. One, they don't have a goal scorer and they don't have any defenders. So it's either a thing where they're gonna outshoot everybody,
yeah,
or they're gonna be porous and just get clapped off by everyone. So he's got no choice effectively. Getting a man that scored 18 goals in a team that's significantly worse than the team you have right now,
it's a win.
There is some method to that madness. Whether I agree with the madness or not,
it's a bad idea,
but
it's a win. It's a bad idea.
I can understand the perspective from a Chelsea.
I don't think you're giving Todd Bowley enough credit, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not because I see what he's trying to do. They want a statement signed with the new owners. You want to say we're about, but at the same time,
Ronaldo, though, the guys that they're going for.
Well, yeah, they're going for shooters, but there's
They went
obviously
for Rafinha, Richarlison, and Sterling.
Rafinha, Richarlison,
Sterling.
Richarlison's gone to Tottenham.
Kunde.
Rafinha's not trying to go there.
Kunde, De Ligt.
But
The
I
lit would
think
be a great signing, but I think
they're all
United need to
big
be in
name
that
players,
conversation as quick as possible.
They're all statement players, though.
Yeah, but if you've just come over from America, like the Glazers wouldn't do those signings.
No, they wouldn't.
You don't think so?
No.
No, to me it shows
Intent.
Yeah,
I think the intent comes from the fact. I think the last thing
plan to me.
the last thing I'll say on that particular situation, I think the intent comes from the fact that when Roman left or they sold the club, it was in the contract they have to invest 500 million in the club.
No, but not just the finances though. I'm talking about like the like.
No. But I'm saying when you talk like that, it leads to this. You know what I'm saying? Because automatically you're saying, well, you got to put 500 million in the club. That's a fact. Boom. That's in the club now. So they have to find a way to use that, whether you're talking stadium.
All right, well,
boom, whatever.
My point being, he's coming as a sport. Could Ed Woodward come in and be a
Oh, hell
sporting
no.
director?
Listen, I'm still looking for that dude right now.
Effectively, not forget him about him being an owner. He's effectively running operations and going for. He's chatting to.
He's smart.
Dylan's agent. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because he's cutting the middleman.
Yeah.
Coming directly from
100%.
America as well, for him to even have the knowledge to say,
do that.
Yo,
Well, I don't think he buys a club without it. I think
don't think
him,
it's the thing, though. I think
not the
he'll be
Glazers.
generous.
I'm not talking about all owners, but I think
you're being generous.
really?
I feel like a lot of it is who is available and who is a big name to say, boom, we've got this guy, we've boom that guy. Realistically speaking, I don't see a clear plan in terms of how Chelsea plan to progress going forward. So you've just got Lukaku gone. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You bought Lukaku because you recognize that the team doesn't have a striker that's gonna bag 20 goals in the league in a season. So now you're gonna go spend money on Rafinha and Sterling. That's 60 mil each, really and truly.
Well, I think Sterling
You're gonna go and buy
35,
Richarlison.
Rafinha 60,
Yeah, well then you were gonna go and buy Richarlison. So then, what are you saying about the attack that's there right now? What's the plan there? You're not
I think they have to be shifted. I think Ziyech is going to AC Milan, or possibly
Okay,
going to
that's
happen.
one- that's one.
I think Pulisic, they got to cut their losses.
Pulisic and Cho's available.
Yeah, I think they have to cut their losses. I think
buyers
they.
for Pulisic and Cho.
Cho.
Oh.
But there's no buyers for them, man.
No, but
there's no buyers for.
But they're alright. But
But remember, we're not in the crunch time of the transfer window yet.
Which is true.
And when we're saying available, we're saying they're not effectively a part of Tuchel's 11.
Future
Even
plans,
14,
yeah.
15. They're not his main shooters.
So
Who is he playing at the moment? Was it
Havertz
Havertz,
is playing
Werner?
up top.
Havertz, Werner.
Havertz playing off the left.
Werner actually benefited this season, to be fair.
What, of Lukaku?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they played enough together to tell.
No, not together. I mean the fact that
The
Lukaku's
spotlight was on
failure kind of benefited Havertz, but then at the same time there was some throwback to Werner as well.
Well, yeah, he took the spotlight off both of them because
Yeah,
people
yeah.
forget that Havertz is worth was what 97 million.
Yeah, and ain't nothing happened really.
He was.
I think he
Havertz
scored
was
like
big
12
peas.
goals.
89 million. 89
He
million,
was
something
big
like that.
peas. Havertz was big peas.
Anyway, last time I took out my phone, I was right. He went.
How much
He
I'm
was.
sure he was rising. I'm sure his fee rose to 72 mil.
I think it was 79 altogether. I think it
Even
was the
so,
add-ons and stuff.
79 million on a strike on.
Cam.
What do we call
He was a
Havertz at this
cam.
point? What do
The
we call
Cam.
An attacker.
Bayer Leverkusen.
An attacker.
He was a cam, he's 23 and he scored the goal in the Champions League final. I think he's doing all right.
He's doing
Started
all right,
bad.
but not for that fee.
Huh?
Not for that fee.
The money's
The money's inconsequential, I suppose.
right at this point in
Yeah.
time. The money's.
They're not better. They're not going to be better than City or Liverpool, but he's doing enough to be
But that's
better.
where they
than
want to be, though.
I think so.
Yeah, no.
They're
But that
spending that money.
comes with the future. But
You don't
listen,
buy 100 mil Lukaku all in if you're not trying to be with this season. Let's be real. They bought Lukaku because they expected the challenge. For the
So
title.
did we though. Everyone.
yeah,
did.
so do we. Yeah,
Everyone did. But I'm not looking at the money to say
it's not important,
it's
but
not
it's
that anymore.
Yeah.
I think I'm not.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
this is the Near
it's
Post
not that
podcast, man. Like, look. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this episode.
No, we're not
Get your
doing
hands off
that.
of me.
We're not
Get
doing
your hands
that.
off of
We're
me.
not doing that.
No, we're gonna move on because we gotta move on.
What was you saying about that centre back?
We have to move on because, as you can clearly see with the cameras, we gotta move the hell on. I'm not doing that
They don't
because I
wanna
don't
see
want
us
to talk
win.
about it. I'm doing that. I can talk about United all day long, but I want to also give you guys your shine.
No, I hate you. I
You
hate
wore
you.
the Arsenal shirt for a reason
All
today.
right, let me. All right. So,
next week.
He's gonna be back next week
All right,
with the full kit.
Let me shine. 80 mil Maguire. What are you saying?
Anyway, as I was first saying, this is
That was
Near
a
Post
successful
podcast.
signing. I
Shout
put it on
out.
wax.
Pardon?
That was a successful signing. I put it on wax.
Pardon what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
I
done.
put it on wax. I put it on wax. It's a successful signing. Was it as successful as you don't wanted it to be? No. But it was a successful signing. Did Maguire improve United's defense? Yes or no?
What are you doing, blood?
I'm just asking. Did Maguire improve United's defense? Yes or no?
I'm not with it.
I'm asking. Did he
A man
improve your
came
defense? Yes or
off
no?
cam.
Did he improve?